cops want me, and if they find me, they're gonna make me talk. I mean, there's no doubt about that.
But as of right now, we want him. So get to your snitches and light some fires under him.
Mrs. Osborne, the real reason I'm here is to ask for your help.
Doing what?
We're trying to find Cleon Wells.
All right, Wells. We're the police. Hold it right there.
Alright, this is the holdup, you people. Nobody make a stupid move and nobody gets hurt.
All units in the vicinity on 13 Adam 43 and 211 silent at 1012 Raleigh. 13 Adam 43, your call is code 3.
Same memo as last week and the week before. Same disappearing motorcycle act.
Taking it kind of personally, aren't you?
No, I'm not taking it personally. I just get tired of being outsmarted once a week.
Only once a week. That's kind of an improvement, isn't it?
Why do I feed you a line like that?
All units code 4. Roger 13 Adam 30. That's Sam Queen Adam 85.
Well, they got here fast.
Yeah, it's not fast enough. Anything new or different?
No, the same various descriptions as usual, but everybody agrees on the helmet.
What about the employees? Were they any help?
Yeah, well, they all agree on one thing, too.
What, that they was robbed?
I bet there was no camera at this place either.
We're lucky. Got a tape deck.
I don't know how good the pictures are, but...
At least we got a tape.
Well, how about that? What do you say, about 5'6", 5'7", 165 pounds, something like that?
Caucasian, Oriental, black.
All of the above.
He didn't carry out any more than he could carry easily.
No? Just what he got from the tellers, same as before. Obviously, he didn't want to take too much time.
Left-handed. Yeah, he held his gun with his left hand and looked at his watch on his right. Let's take a look at it again.
Come in.
Here's a readout test for Sergeant.
Oh, thank you, Sergeant, excuse me, Officer Quinlan, right.
You're welcome anytime.
She's in Taberlane.
Quinlan.
Certainly is.
Quinny.
Yeah, I thought I remembered some holdups a few years ago with MO similar to the ones we've been working on, like, well, I mean, not exactly the same, but close. Disguises, the quick getaway, the recorded voice, all that. So I
So you took your recollections down to tabulating on the first floor, and Officer Quinlan fed them into the computer.
2130, it's an incredible machine.
Must be, with measurements like that.
Yeah, well, let's see what we got here. Andrew Turner and Raymond Osborne convicted 6 counts of armed robbery, still serving time in a federal penitentiary. Cleon Wells, now there's a familiar name.
Sure is. Big rap sheet. Armed robbery, assault, GT, burglary. Probably serving time somewhere, usually.
Not necessarily. It seems he turned state's evidence against these other 2 clowns, Turner and Osborne. His testimony put him away, and he got off with 2 years, which were up a little more than 2 months ago.
How about a description?
He back on the streets?
Yeah, you could say he's back on the streets, but it's more likely an alley.
Who was his parole officer?
Albert Mark, his P.O., has reported him in violation of parole, disappeared 2 weeks after he got out. Male, Caucasian, 36 years old, 6'4", 270 pounds.
My type, but definitely not our holdup man.
Nobody could be running it, couldn't he? With a new set of partners.
Motorcycle disappearing with 2 riders in broad daylight.
And with money.
All right. Cleon Wells has been on the wanted list for a couple of months, but as of right now, we want him. So get to your snitches and light some fires under him. Triple it if you have to.
See you later, Ben.
Yeah. I got a list of some names here for you to check out. When it comes to girls' friends, looks like, Cleon like variety.
These 2 in jail, they have family?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, Osborne was married and has 2 children. Turner's married and has 1 kid. Both the wives still live in town.
His address is current?
You think the computer would lie to me?
Of course not. Sergeant, Crowley.
I'm pretty busy today, miss, and I really don't need anything.
And, I'm Sergeant Anderson. I'd like to speak to you for a few minutes, if I may.
Oh, my God, Raymond, something happened to him.
No, Mrs. Osborne, he's fine as far as I know.
Oh, well, come on in. Would you like a cup of coffee?
That'd be good, black. No sugar.
Okay, go on in. I'll heat it up.
All right. Thank you. Hi.
Hi,
Who are you?
I'm the Osborne kid. I'm Harry.
Hi, Harry.
Harry, this is, Miss Anderson.
We've met.
Mom, may I play over at Spruce's house?
Sure.
You be careful crossing the streets, huh? Look both ways.
Okay, don't worry, Mom.
He's adorable.
Well, let's face it. You're right. Coffee's hot. Let's have a cup.
Sorry.
It's okay. Keeps you hopping, doesn't it?
Well, I was a model in my younger days, so making the transition to hostess wasn't too bad. Besides, I know the owner.
Looks like a nice place to work.
Yeah, it is some nights. Could pay more, but I manage.
It's cost an arm and a leg to keep a kid in boarding school today.
Since you know all about me, why the questions?
I'm looking for Cleon Wells. I hoped you could help me.
I thought he was in jail.
He was in jail. He got paroled. Promptly disappeared. See, we think he's involved with the helmets.
Who are the helmets?
Those motorcycle bank robbers. In the papers?
Oh, yeah. Well, he could be. He's sure capable of anything. He turned my husband and Ray Osborne into a couple of thieves. He sure wouldn't have done it without him. Why don't you ask them?
We plan to. In the meantime, if he comes waltzing in here some night, how about giving us a call, will you?
Oh, don't worry. Give Andy my best, okay?
Okay.
Now, this Andy Turner, were your husband and he good friends?
Since high school. They were in the same unit in the service. Andy and Ray had the same problem. No jobs.
Do you know the third man, Cleon Wells?
I didn't even know he existed until he testified. You know, the whole thing was his idea from the beginning. He planned those crimes. Gloria and I didn't know what was going on. We were just happy the boys were working steady and brought home some money.
Is that Gloria Turner? Uh-huh. Well, what did your husbands tell you that they did for a living?
Clerical work for the Racing Association. That's what they told us. Oh, they both knew some accounting, so it made sense. They said once in a while they'd get inside information on a horse, and they'd bet on it, and they won. I believed it. Every bit of it.
Listen, I had a friend once. Her husband kept telling her he went fishing. He even brought home the fish. It's easy to be deceived. Mrs. Osborne, the real reason I'm here is to ask for your help.
Doing what?
We're trying to find Cleon Wells.
Did he escape?
He was released.
Oh, that's right. He got the short term. What's he done now?
Jump parole. We have reason to believe he could be mixed up in a series of bank robberies. You might have read about them. The press has been referring to them as helmets.
The men that ride the motorcycles. I heard a news broadcast. They held up a bank this morning, didn't they?
That's right.
I wish I could tell you something to help. I can't think of anything. I didn't know him. I never even spoke to him. I sure hope you get him.
We will. Thank you for your time.
That's all right. It's nice to talk to somebody about Raymond besides Harry.
You miss him, of course.
Yeah. But he'll be back one day, and we'll get by. I've got a job.
Oh, good.
Dental technician, about 4 days, and we're making it. Just.
You know, I noticed, of course, your little boy is very durable. Children don't get that way by themselves. You've done very well with him.
My loving him helps. And he's not teased as much by the kids about his father anymore, but when he is...
Goodbye, Mrs. Osborne. Now, if you should recall anything about Cleon Wells, you'll phone me at headquarters?
Sure.
You go up and visit him often?
No, not often. It's a long trip.
I'll tell him you sent your love.
Okay. That too. Excuse me. All you had to do was put your gun out. You didn't have to shoot him. And you shot him. He's gonna die. You know he's gonna die.
I get the film, where is he?
Yeah, I used to have one just like that. You can get them just about anywhere.
This guy probably stole it.
Oh, Crowley, what's happening?
Hello, Doc.
Everything's slowing pathology, huh?
Got a little...
Pepper, you are the picture of health.
Told you guys.
But then that's the way it always is. You gentlemen will have to step outside while I examine the patient.
Doc, listen before you lose your head. We got some tape here on a bank robber. Joe, you would put that in, please?
Yes, sir, right away.
We've looked at it so many times, we've run out of ideas. We thought maybe you might come up with a thought.
Bit livelier than most of my patients. Awkward bit of running there at the end.
Yeah, he was scared. I don't think he meant to shoot that guy. It looked like an accident to me.
How is he, by the way, Doctor? Have you heard?
Oh, he's still critical. May I see the thing again?
Joe?
Sure, Doc. Look, you can have my seat. I'm gonna follow Huntsville.
Thanks.
See you later.
Something about him bothers me. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, well, there's a lot bothering me, too, including several people who outrank us all. One thing, hey, Pete.
Yes?
Get a bulletin out to all these banks with cameras. Tell them to hook up tape recorders so we can hear what's going on, will you?
Right. Good to see you, Doc.
Yeah. See you later.
Yeah, this is a blow-up of his hand. He had it blown up because I thought maybe that watch might be something special, but unfortunately it's not.
Exaggerated tuberosity of the humerus. Got very broad shoulders. Short radius. Underdeveloped carpus.
What's that mean in English?
Oh, for a man with very broad shoulders, he's got short arms and very small hands and wrists, almost feminine. Well, possibly it could be the result of polio when he was a child or an accident. I mean, either way could affect the manner of his running.
What about his powerful shoulders?
Oh, well, that's overcompensation. It's very common in this case.
All I can say is I hope you find that, Wells. I wish I could tell you where to look.
You blame him for you being here, don't you?
Well, of course I do. We says I did to begin with, and then he blew the whistle on us. Well, I can't blame him altogether. I didn't have to listen to him, did I?
Mr. Turner, let me give you a little advice. When you come up before that parole board, I'd suggest that being sore at Cleon Wells isn't going to do you much good.
I'll show remorse, don't you worry. And it won't be acting, believe me.
What are your plans when you get out of here?
As a matter of fact, I've gotten into horticulture while I'm in here. I've studied it, and I'm good at it. Green, both of them. I think it's almost a gift. I really do. I don't know how enthusiastic my wife is going to be about it. It's not what you'd call exciting, I guess. How'd she look, Sergeant?
She looked very well. It's a nice place she works in. Mr. Turner, I appreciate your help.
Right.
Thank you very much. Your wife sends you her love.
Thanks. Sounds nice. You can't touch it, can you?
I haven't seen or heard from Cleon Wells since the trial, and I hope I never do again.
Do you blame him for getting you involved in the first place, or for testifying against you?
Both.
If you hadn't been arrested, you might have gone on with it and been shot eventually.
I thought about that, too.
Your wife, Karen, is doing beautifully, especially with your little boy. He's something else.
What I did, it was rough on them, Sergeant Anderson. I hope to make it up to them someday.
How soon before your first parole hearing?
8 more months.
Have you filed for an appeal?
Public defender's office is so busy, it'll take him longer than that to get to us. We can't afford a private lawyer.
Goodbye, Miss Strasburg.
I'm sorry I couldn't help you with your problem. I think that...
What?
Well, I'm no detective, but I think it's very possible that Cleon Wells is involved in those holdups. And please get him fast, because he could jeopardize my parole.
Now, look, we can't quit. We haven't got the 15,000.
We're gonna have to do it some other way.
Like what? Look, you know the lawyer needs the money up front before you even file for an appeal.
Now, look, if Gloria feels so uptight about it, maybe she should quit. I can handle the bike, and maybe we can get another man for the pickup.
Don't be silly. We couldn't find anybody we could trust. Look, the point is that even though the gun was in my hand, we're all wanted for assault and murder if he dies. Now, nobody quits.
What, is that a threat?
Oh, I'm not threatening anyone. Gloria, will you sit down and relax? Look, it's just that we've come this far. I want us to go all the way, all right?
You know something? It seems to me next time if there's a security guard, he's gonna think twice.
What are you so eager about? Is it kicks? Is that all?
Not at all. I never lived so good before. Besides, there's a little thing, you know, like I've got a sick mama and 5 little brothers on the east side. They're eating now all they can handle. Oh, come on, listen. We're doing fine. We're doing better than Cleon ever did, and he's the one getting blamed for it.
How do you know?
Well, the word is out on the street that the cops want him. They want him real bad. And not just for jumping parole either. They think that he has masterminded our capers. You know, I bet it's killing him, getting the blame but not the bread.
Oh, I hope they get him. When they do, he won't have anybody to think on. Not this time.
Look, just 2 more, and we'll plan them very carefully, huh? Okay?
I hope my husband appreciates what I'm going through for him. The thing is, he'd never believe it. Neither would yours.
$2112 East Anchorage Boulevard. Cleon's new lady friend's address.
She was telling you the truth?
Oh, yeah. She was good and mad. It's getting light already.
Mm-hmm. Usually does about this time of morning. Which is 5:16. Everybody else is awake.
Cleo Wells.
Move on it.
Easy, Wells. We just want to talk to you.
All right, Wells. We're the police. Hold it right there.
Back off. This way, Dennis. Go.
Charlie, we'll him alive.
Yeah, I'll do my best, Bill.
Hey, did you get caught up on your sleep today?
Not enough.
Well, I can't sleep in the afternoon.
Maybe you're not doing it right. Wasn't this our usual day to expect a holdup? Nothing, huh?
Nope. Maybe with Cleon out of the way, so are the holdups. Although I wouldn't make a bet on it.
Oh, yeah.
He might have invented this MO, but he didn't take patent on it. His 2 buddies are likely to try it any time without him.
Yeah.
Sergeant Crowley, yeah. Yes. Hold on just a minute, please.
Who is it?
It's your friend Miriam.
Hello? Yeah, I'm sorry. It was an... right, you stay right where you are, Miriam. We'll be right over. She's pretty broken up about Wells. She wants to talk to us. There goes your slip again.
You said you wanted him alive.
We did, Miriam. He wouldn't surrender, tried to shoot his way free.
She's telling you the truth, Miriam. We just wanted to talk to him. We really did.
That Luella Kane. Did you lock her up?
No charges against her. She's in pretty bad shape. I think she really loved him.
Why, sure. Everybody loved Cleo. I mean, all the ladies. There's this problem.
That's what you want to tell us about, isn't it, Miriam? The names of all of Cleon's women?
That Luella Kane. She was new. I mean, he took up with her after he got out. Before he went up, there was a whole string of them. There's Cindy Washington. She's in jail herself now. And then there was the one he was going with before the trial. I don't know, she got her picture in the paper. Dorothy Wilson. Yeah, I saw her the other night. She was with some new dude. I mean, she was all gussied up. She had on earrings and the big hairdo. She stared right through me.
Miriam, did Cleon ever talk to you about how he worked his holdups?
He never wanted to talk about business.
You think he might have wanted to with any of the others?
I don't know. I just don't know.
All right, this is the holdup, you people. Nobody make a stupid move and nobody gets hurt.
Again? Same old ball game?
Same old shadow. Only this time we got sound, just like in the real movies.
Yeah. Why don't you sit down? I'll show you talking.
All right, this is the holdup, you people. Nobody make a stupid move and nobody gets hurt.
That's Cleon Wells' voice coming from the tape.
That's right.
Still robbing banks even after he's dead?
Maybe it's his ghost. Or somebody he taught very well.
Or somebody who picked it up. Dorothy Wilson, maybe. Bill, let me look at those other tapes again. Hold it there, Bill. I remembered it was a good angle of the gun, but it's not that good, is it?
No, it's just fair. Looks like a short-barreled .38. I don't know. One thing we do know, it works.
Well, 4,100 apiece. It's not much, but it's ours.
Okay. So we need another 5,000 between us, and 6 would be better.
Right, and Sunny Valley Bank will take care of that. You're awfully quiet.
What's the matter?
Nothing. Well, I'm really sorry about Cleon. I really am.
You're not still hooked.
No, I didn't want to see him dead. Just out of circulation.
When Raymond gets out and we're settled someplace, I'm going to give some money to that Bankard's family.
He didn't die.
Oh, I know, but I'm going to do it. Is that Sergeant Anderson?
What do we do?
We do what we've got to do. Coming. Hi.
How are you, Karen? I know you're busy. I won't take up too much of
No.
your time.
Okay, come on. I'm sure I'd love interruption. Sit down. Coffee's hot. I'll get some. Were you able to see Raymond? Gloria said you might.
Yes, yes, I did. I liked him. He sure misses you and Harry.
How's he look?
Good. Certainly not your typical looking bank robber.
Well, who is? Well, what can I do for you?
I'd like to show you this picture of this girl.
Well, that's Dorothy. What's her name? I saw her at the trial.
Dorothy Wilson, Cleon's girlfriend. Do you have any idea where she might be right now?
No, none at all. He was killed the other day, wasn't he?
Are you left-handed?
Yeah.
Yes, he was, it was yesterday.
You think she had something to do with it?
Possibly, and she might have had something to do with the helmets. I see you have a for sale sign outside.
Yeah, I can't possibly afford to keep this place. Prices doing what they are. And we'll probably move somewhere when Raymond gets out. Start fresh. Harry's over at my mother's.
Do you think this Gloria Turner would know anything about the girl?
Well, I'm sure she doesn't, but it wouldn't hurt to ask.
Well, I stopped by the restaurant where she works, but it was her day off. Thank you, and thank you for the coffee.
Oh, yeah, anytime.
Oh, she knows something.
No.
Of course she does. You heard what she said about me being involved with the helmets.
It's only because your connection with Cleon Wells.
My connection with Cleon Wells is what got us together on this. Now, look. The cops want me, and if they find me, they're gonna make me talk. I mean, there's no doubt about that. So I'm gonna split right now.
Now, wait a minute. Now, what do you mean, make you talk? You don't have to say anything unless there's a lawyer sitting right beside you.
Just the same, I don't believe in taking any more chances than...
No, wait a minute. I have an idea. Why don't we hit the Sunny Valley Bank now, today?
No, no way.
Dorothy, hold it. It's a good idea. The helmets have never done two jobs the same day. And it's big.
That's right. And we've got more than 2 hours.
Y51, come in. 12Y51.
12Y90, 12Y51.
Bill, I've just left Karen Osborne, and she has no idea where Dorothy Wilson is. At least she says. I don't believe her.
Why not, Pep?
And furthermore, I have a very strong suspicion she could be our hold-up man.
What did you say?
Yeah. Listen, she's the right height, and with padding, she could look the right weight. She's left-handed and wears a chronometer just like the one we saw on the tape.
Where are you now, Pep?
Sitting near the Osborne house. She can't see me.
Listen, put up that tape with that last shooting.
I'm way ahead of you, kid. I just put it in.
Run it up to the spot just before the escape, will you?
Gotcha.
Bill, a green and white Ford pickup with four-wheel blue and gold horse trailer is backing out of the Osborne driveway. Looks like Dorothy Wilson driving. Let me give you a license number.
Adam Denver 3520. I'm gonna tail it south on Frawley.
I'm gonna make on that through DMV right away.
I'm gonna let her get a little
Ahead. What about that tape?
Okay, I got the right spot. Now what?
Well, watch your right hand.
Okay, she just put it inside of her collar. I mean, inside of his collar. What does that mean?
He's adjusting his bra. That's what that means.
Pepper, I think you're right.
Over.
Makes sense. It's more risk.
Bill, we're north on Dubois. Radio reception is poor, but did you get a make on it?
Just got it. Registered to Dorothy B. Wilson. Pep, did you read me? Pepper, did you read me? Pepper? Pep? California license, Ida Edward 49901. Instruct any unit that spots the trailer and pickup to tail it and notify 12Y50.
12Y50, roger.
All units in the Sunnyvale area, a 211 suspect in a green and white Ford pickup is towing a blue and gold four-wheel horse trailer. California license Adam David 3520. Last seen north on Du Bois off Frawley. Do not apprehend. Stake and tail. Notify 12Y50 on TAC 1 for further instructions.
12Y51. I have the pickup and the trailer in sight. Approximately 1/2 mile from Willoughby Canyon, eastbound
On Archway Avenue.
12Y51, Roger. Switch to TAC 1 and repeat. 12Y50, did you copy 51?
Roger. 12Y50.
Come in.
Hey, Pep. We're westbound on Archway Avenue, about 4 or 5 miles from the Sunny Valley Shopping Center. There are 2 banks in Sunny Valley Shopping Center, aren't there?
That's right, there are. Don't you think a horse trailer would be a good place to hide a motorcycle?
Yeah, Pep. Backup's on its way. Just take care. Just keep it in sight.
I'm heading into a side street. I think she might have spotted me.
You better step on it a bit. She's been riding a point a long time.
Y50, come in.
Yeah, Pep.
I've lost him.
are you still on this frequency?
Affirmative. I still can't find that pickup.
We got the pickup. We also got the Wilson girl. But if the helmets were in it, they're not in it anymore. Where are you now?
North edge of the shopping center, I can see the street side of the bank. The big one.
Okay, we're in the parking lot. We got the back covered. Just sit tight.
That's the same cop that talked to me at the restaurant. They've staked us out.
Maybe not, but there are too many of them to do anything to them. Let's find Dorothy. Got him. Keep moving, nice and easy.
Pep, we got an empty trailer and Dorothy Wilson, but all we can do so far is give her a ticket for speeding.
But we've made the connection, Bill. They've got to be around here somewhere. Bill, hold on. No helmets, no jumpsuits. They must have spotted you.
I'm following them.
All units, I've got them southbound now on Becker Drive.
Roger, 51, we're on our way. All units respond TAC 1 for instructions. 51, keep us posted.
Bill, license number 1K8539. Did you read that? I think they're headed toward the park. Y50 and all units southbound now on Park Drive. They're headed for the south entrance to Becker Park.
Bill, we're now entering the park, south
entrance.
Roger, 51. We're entering the park to the north. With any luck, we should have a box in at Junction Drive.
13A74, block the Junction Road at Park Drive.
That's a Roger, 50.
The grass toward the playground.
Roger, Pep.
Stay with her. We'll head her off from this side. 13A74, take the playground.
Roger,
All right, drop the gun. Put it down. Put it down. Put it down.
Karen, you're not going to use it. Put it down.
Put it down. All right, put your hands up. Get them up. Keep them right inside.
You have the right to remain silent, Karen.
That guard I shot, is he?
It's okay. He's gonna make it.
I'm sure glad it's over with.
Listen, I should have known it was a woman when I saw her run out of the bank. Because I've had enough of them run away from me, I should know what it looks like. Too modest. That's real devotion, isn't it? I mean...
You know me too well, Barney.
I don't know. I know a girl that...
Hi, fellas.
Hey.
Hey, slide over.
All right.
How are you?
Okay. Wait. Listen, we're just talking about the helmets.
Uh-huh.
I got a question for you. If I ever get married again, you think I could find me a lady who might hold up a bank for me?
You're too chicken to get married.
Yeah? A toast.
Oh. To the most observant policewoman on this table.
Don't you mean at this table?
Well, maybe I'm jumping ahead a bit.
You mean the bra strap. Men aren't supposed to notice things like that.
We just did.
Pepper, I gotta tell you something. You're lucky.
I prefer adjectives like observant, brilliant policewoman.
Yeah, well, you're lucky. If that lady had been into women's lib, now you think about it, and she was a bra burner, we'd still be looking for a couple of guys, you know what I mean?
That last number didn't wake you up. I just got a call from a chick. At least I think it was a chick. Either that or it's a guy with a problem. Anyway, this person said to me that it's not true that men are physically superior to women. And proof of that is the fact that the greatest warriors in the history of warfare were women, the Amazons, who defeated every army of males they ever came up against until they got pregnant.
Ha ha.
Hey, you know, I just got an idea. Really, and if I were a criminal, I'd use it, but I'm passing it along to any criminals who may be listening, free of charge. The next time you're caught by a policeman, and it happens to be a lady cop, don't let them intimidate you. Treat them as if they were Amazons, and act accordingly. Any of you fellas out there listening, like to give me a call, let me know what you think of my idea, put you on the air, just give me a call here at 555-4321.
Thanks.
By the way, if there are any lady cops listening, just give me a call. I'll put you on the air, too, fellas.
You...
Yeah, that's 555-4321.
You certainly will.
Women's lib. But I love women in their place. Or mine, whichever happens to be handier. Yeah, just give me a call right now. Oh, hey, must be getting to somebody. Larry Brooks, talk to me.
My name is Anderson. Sergeant Pepper Anderson. I'm a policewoman.
Hey, you're kidding me. You're putting me, a cop? You're putting me on.
I can't believe that a grown man can really believe the nonsense you've been spouting, especially about policewomen. And if you think it's funny, I think you better get a new joke book.
Come on, Sergeant. Where's your sense of humor? Look, I'm the first to admit that women are not only equal to men, they're superior in many ways. But coping with violent criminals isn't one of them.
It certainly is. How much time do I have?
You got 2 minutes, Sergeant Pepper. Hey, Sergeant Pepper, that's cute.
Not as cute as what I'm going to tell you.
Hey, you really told that creep off last night. Good work.
No, did you hear that?
Sure, I thought you did just great.
I don't know what got into me. Bye,
Pep,
fellas.
you did great. Morning, Pep.
Wait, you mean you heard it too?
Listens, but we did hear about it.
Oh, well, I gotta admit, it did give me a bit of pleasure telling off that creep.
Larry Brooks. Gee, I'm sorry I missed it. There you go.
What's this?
Larry Creep phoned in. I want you to call him back.
You're kidding.
Speak to me.
This is Sergeant Anderson, Mr. Brooks, returning your call.
Still mad at me, huh?
How can you tell? What do you want?
I'll tell you when I see you.
See me? Why?
You always carry your 45?
38, Detective Special.
Look, I want to see you. How about having lunch with me tomorrow? 1 o'clock at Fouquet's at the Marina. Ever been?
Bouquets. No, I've never been there. If you want to apologize right now.
All right, look, I apologize. See, I want you to be a guest on my show.
I have said all I want to say.
Fouquet's.
Come on, Pepper, please, I want to see you.
They make a fantastic peanut butter sandwich there.
Okay, Mr. Brooks. It's a date.
1 o'clock tomorrow. Great. Mr. Brooks has just been fired. Can I help you? His bank? Oh, he's just been promoted. Yeah, if you're worried about that loan. How are you, Mr. D'Angelo? My wife's account? Yeah, you're right. Yes, I would call that substantial. Oh, sure. Go ahead and pay it. Yeah, I'll straighten it out when I get home tonight. Yeah. Thanks for calling, Mr. D'Angelo. Bye-bye.
What are you doing?
Bank called me this afternoon. They said you were overdrawn, and no wonder. What are all these $500 checks for?
What $500 checks?
Household expenses.
Well, then I guess that's what they're for, household expenses.
What household expenses?
All kinds of things like groceries, furniture, clothing, inflation.
Don't get funny.
Oh, I'm sorry, Larry, I forgot. That's your department. With everybody else but me.
Look, you've got charge accounts and credit cards to handle household expenses. I want to know what this unaccountable $500 is for. It's not just once. It's every week for the past 3 months, right on the dot.
So what? You can afford it. Ever since you've been in the big money, that's all you're interested in, money. This is the first interest you've shown in me in a couple of years. And that's because I'm spending too much money.
Look, I worked damn hard to make it. I think I got a right to know where it's going out to. What are these, gambling debts? You horning coke?
Yes. Yes! And anything else you can think of. Now are you satisfied? Now that you know where your rotten, filthy, stinking, precious money goes?
Still mad.
How could I be?
Thanks. Look, I need to keep this a strictly business luncheon, so I gotta ask you again.
Now look, I made a fool of myself one time. That was my one consecutive appearance, and that's it, okay?
Okay. Business aside, why don't you take the afternoon off? Come on, I got a boat. We can relax for an hour. Sorry. How about having a drink with me later on?
Now, the reason I accepted your luncheon invitation was to show you that I'm not always that obnoxious. Besides, I don't get involved with married men.
Very happily married man. Really? It's just when I meet somebody, guy or gal, that is on the up and up, more than usual, I want to spend some more time with them. More wine? Speaking of marriage, I got this friend. He's really got a problem.
Hey, come on. You're talking to a cop, remember?
Yeah, it's me. Old, happily married's got a problem. Yeah, it's a situation I don't know how to handle. My wife, and I do love her very much, really. But she's been withdrawing large amounts of money from the bank and she won't account for it. I thought at first she might be covering gambling debts or buying dope, you know, but neither of those things are her.
Well, you think, a man might happen?
No way. She's still young. She's very attractive. She can get any guy she wants without paying him. Yeah. I know this is not a cop thing, but maybe...
That's okay.
Here I am dragging you into this.
I don't mind.
Well, maybe if you could suggest a private detective, somebody that you respect.
Yeah, there's a Lou Merritt. He's in the book.
Thanks. Care for more wine?
Oh, I gotta go back to work. Are you kidding?
Oh, how'd it go?
Lunch. Oh, I'm sorry I'm a little late.
It's all right. How'd it go?
It was fun. It was real nice. It was even nicer than nice. It was bittersweet nice. He's a real guy.
Oh, he's not such a creep, huh?
Well, he's not as much a creep as I thought he was. We started out with Shrimps Ramalade,
yummy.
had white wine, and it was really great.
Why don't you tell me about on the way?
Where are we going?
The morgue.
Kathy O, come on in. How about a drink?
No.
What's wrong? I still mix them like you like.
I said it. No.
Now, I know this isn't Buckingham Palace, but I kind of like to know when someone's going to drop by. I have a friend coming in a few minutes.
Another lady friend you're planning to blackmail?
Kathy, I don't mind telling you, you're kind of special to me. And I wouldn't mind seeing you again. Tomorrow.
Tomorrow? So you can take more disgusting pictures of us? I want them destroyed. I know what you're thinking. She's here. And she's supposed to be giving me another big, fat envelope filled with money. Well, I don't have any more money. And there isn't going to be any more. I'm overdrawn at the bank, and my husband found out.
And did he find out why?
Oh, no. But I'll have to account to him from now on for every penny.
Well, you'll think of something.
I have.
Now, that would be pretty dumb, Kathy, but you're just dumb enough to do it. So I don't think I'll call you.
Where are you going?
To get your pictures. And the negatives. Out of that desk.
Kathy? Hi, Loretta. Miss Brooks up yet?
I haven't heard her shower.
Got any coffee?
Oh, you know there's always hot coffee in this house, Mr. Brooks.
Yeah.
How'd the lecture go?
Oh, fine. Fine. Just fine. Kathy?
Well, according to the autopsy report, suicide is ruled out. The deceased was right-handed. The entry wound was on the left side of the head.
Well, I tell you something. Somebody sure as hell wanted to make it look like suicide because the report indicated that there were powder burns at the entry wound.
That's right.
Anything else, Brent?
Yeah. Shoe prints. We found a few in the garden.
But not Brooks's.
No, and not the gardener's. Captain says you think it could be blackmail or extortion.
Yeah, well, we don't have any evidence yet, but Pepper here has a lead that may be valuable. Could save us a lot of time.
Well, good luck.
Thanks, Frank.
All right.
Why don't you just go pay your lunch date a visit?
Nothing points to him.
Go pay him a visit anyway.
Hi.
Hi.
Thanks for stopping by.
I'm sorry about what happened.
Yeah. Have a seat. It's in the bleachers, but it's the best we have.
Thanks.
Yeah, the station wanted me to take some time off, but what would I do? Just sit around wishing I were dead, too? At least this way it keeps my mind off it for a little while.
I'm here officially, Larry.
Coroner's report?
Yeah, I have to ask you a few questions.
Yeah, death caused by person or persons unknown. I couldn't believe it was suicide.
The medical examiner put the time of death at about midnight Tuesday. Where were you then?
I was up in Belleville.
That's about 150 miles north of here. Doing what, Larry?
I was delivering a lecture on radio broadcasting at State Teachers College.
At midnight?
On the afternoon. There was a reception afterwards at Dr. Lindstrom's. He's president of the college, Dr. Eric Lindstrom. Afterwards, I was too tired to drive back, so I checked into a motel. I drove home the next morning and found Kathy.
What motel was that?
The only one up there, the Belleville.
Look, I'm gonna go over to the campus and see what's happening. I'll pick you back up here later.
Don't forget to write.
Just take care of the business at hand.
Hello.
We're filled out. Too bad. You're cute.
Oh, thank you. Then my mama was right.
Are you postgraduate?
Police Academy.
Look, man, we're clean.
Yes, I know. Don't worry. That's not why I'm here.
Oh, well, in that case, if you want a room for a couple of hours, I can arrange that. I'll even give you a rate.
I'll bet you could. Do you know Larry Brooks?
The DJ, sure. He was in here last week. He's also cute.
Tuesday night?
Somebody told you.
You definitely remember seeing him here that night.
Oh, yeah, I saw him go to his room. Alone. He said all he wanted to do was sleep.
What time was that?
Early, 9 o'clock.
When was the next time you saw him?
When he left in the morning.
Did he receive any calls during the night or make any?
No.
I mean, are you sure? Could he have gotten up during the night and split without you knowing it?
Why would he do that?
Sure, I could have driven back between 9 and midnight. Murdered Kathy. Still had plenty of time to drive back to the motel, check out in the morning with a perfect alibi. But why?
That's what we're trying to find out.
I need a cup of coffee. Anybody else?
Black.
No thanks.
Look, Sergeant, I love my wife. I know I have no way of proving that, but I really did.
People kill people every day, Mr. Brooks. People who love the people they kill. Isn't that strange?
Larry, did you ever find out why your wife wrote all those checks?
No. No, I never got around to it.
Do you have any idea who might have wanted to kill her?
No?
Was she involved with another man?
It's hard to believe.
If there was another man, do you have any idea at all who it might have been?
No.
I have to ask you this. Were you or are you involved with another woman or women?
No.
But you took me out to lunch and asked me to have a drink with you later.
Yeah, it was a guy who was teed off with his wife. I was feeling sorry for myself. Just wanted to be with somebody for a while, that's all. And the fact of the matter is, Sergeant, Kathy and I hadn't been getting on too well lately. I was spending a lot of time at work. We were growing apart. Yeah, it was my fault, but that's the way it was. The gals that she shops with, lunches with, golfs with, they saw more of her than I did the past year or so.
Oh, nice place.
Are you ready for some girl talk, Sergeant?
Yes, that's why I'm here.
We have a table over here. First of all, this place helps to relieve the monotony, if you know what I mean. You can sit in the middle.
No. What monotony?
Well, the kind of monotony of being the wife of a very VP type. Drink?
No, thank you.
William, the usual? Me too.
Oh, could I have a glass of water?
He's never around when you need him. With mine, change that to never around, period. And you're married?
Oh, no, I'm not married.
And you work? I've thought of taking a job, anything. But my husband would have a fit image and all that. So I spend most of my time making sure that The freezer's full up. His maid knows what to prepare for dinner. Shopping. But then, how much can a girl shop? So, we come here to unbore, you could say.
Believe me, some of the jocks around here aren't half bad.
So I noticed. However, I came to talk about Kathy Brooks.
Oh, Kathy. Well, in a nutshell, some of us play around. But Kathy didn't. A round of golf was more like it for her.
She wasn't involved with anyone?
Kathy? No.
I would have said so, too, up until about a week ago.
Well, what happened about a week ago?
Well, now, I don't know if this will mean anything to you, but I was at her house when she received this phone call from someone she addressed as Dennis. Well, she cut it short, saying that she couldn't talk and that she'd call him back later. When she hung up, I was my usual nosy self, and I asked her, hey, who's Dennis?
What'd she say?
She said it was somebody from the radio station calling for her husband.
No. Dennis? No, Dennis works here.
And your wife? She never mentioned anyone with that name?
My wife's cousin, Dennis Farrell. He's with the State Department in Italy with his wife and 2 kids.
He's there now?
Oh, we got a letter from the other day. He's on his way to Switzerland for a couple of weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Pepper.
Yeah?
Thanks.
Stand over there. Let the sergeant take a good look at you.
Who's that, Joe?
Tommy Thompson, burglar. And a damn lousy one at that. Broke into the house next door to the disc jockeys last night.
Brooks?
Brooks. But the people came home and surprised him. So he broke a vase over the owner's head. But the owner had a thick skull. And his ID was enough to identify a pal.
What am I doing down in homicide? I didn't kill him.
No, you didn't kill him. But I'm quite sure the sergeant here would be very interested in what you were doing next door.
Next door? I didn't do nothing next door.
He didn't do nothing next door. But leave the shoe prints that we found last night identical to the shoes he's wearing right now.
You want to tell us about that, Tommy?
My shoes?
Huh? You want to tell us about that? Huh?
I was never in there.
Well, how come your shoe prints were found outside the window?
Okay. One night.
What night? What night was that?
Monday or Tuesday.
Was it Monday or Tuesday?
I think it was Tuesday.
You think it was
Tuesday?
Tuesday?
I was climbing in the window and somebody drove up and scared me off.
Yeah, they drove in what? A car?
Yeah, a car.
What kind of a car was it?
I don't know what kind of car.
Huh?
It was late.
How late was it?
I think about 12 o'clock.
About 12?
Yeah. And someone got out.
Was it a man? Huh? A woman?
I didn't stick around. I didn't stick around to see, man. I just split.
Oh, wait a minute. You got frightened enough by a car, which you can't even describe when somebody got out. You know, it was a woman or a man or one person or two people. Do you believe that?
Hell no, I don't believe it.
I don't believe it either.
Wait, it's the truth, and y'all want me to tell a lie and say I went in that house and killed that woman.
What woman? I didn't say anything about no woman. I didn't say anything about no woman. What woman, man? How did you know there was a woman killed, Tommy?
It was it was in the paper and on the TV.
Was it?
Wasn't it?
Was it? I don't think it was on the TV. Huh, Tommy? Huh?
I don't know. I might have. I drink too much, and sometimes I get these blackouts, and when I wake up, I don't remember nothing.
You looking for work?
Oh, no, I have a job. I'm a police officer.
And I've got a license, so?
Are you Tina Thompson?
Yes?
I need some information about your husband.
Oh, that bum. Greetings, Mr. G. Haven't seen you for a couple of days.
Dinah available, Tina?
No, she's kind of tied up right now, Mr. G. But what about Patty? You like her. She's got fingers like feathers, but firm, you know.
Is she available?
No, she's not.
Okay, let's give Patty a try.
You won't be sorry that you did. She's in tent number 4.
Thank you.
Tent number 4.
Business.
About your husband. You know he's in custody.
What's it for this time?
Burglary, assault, suspicion of murder.
Murder? Oh, he finally hit the jackpot. I always knew he would. I just thought it would be me.
You mean he's tried to kill you?
Like clockwork. Cuckoo clock.
He says he gets blackouts.
Blackout, DTs, you name it. He's a wino. One whiff of the grape and he's liable to do anything.
Well, Mrs. Thompson, can you possibly remember what time he came home last Tuesday night?
Last Tuesday night? I haven't seen that bum in a month since he broke open my piggy bank. Excuse me. Alley's Paradise, where every man is a sultan. Who? No, there's no Pepper Anderson working here. Well, not under that name.
That's me.
Oh.
Thank you. Hello.
Pepper? Larry, I called your office, and when I told them it was kind of important, they gave me this number to call. I'm at home right now, and I was going through some of Kathy's things, and I came across a piece of paper with initials on it, DG, and a telephone number.
DG. Dennis.
Maybe. I was going to call the number myself, find out who it was, but I figured I'd let you people handle it.
Okay, Larry. Thank you. Bye-bye.
You know, darling, if you ever want to give up that badge for a little more interesting work.
Thank you. I'll remember that. Thank you very much.
What a waste.
Morning, Pep. 2 things. First, Tommy Thompson withdrew his confession at 4 a.m. He said his memory just came back to him and he didn't do it.
You believe him?
Well, I don't believe anything till I have to. The other thing is that phone number Brooks gave you. We checked it out. That's the address right there.
How do you feel?
Great. What made you ask?
The marina.
Oh, we ran a quick make on him. He's a management consultant, doing business out of the Marina address, which is also his residence, which is also where he keeps a big boat, on which he does a lot of entertaining, mostly female.
Has he got a record?
A few traffic violations. In fact, he's a guy with nothing on him, except apparently enough bread to swing like a king.
Is there a law against that?
Depends on how he gets it. For now, what I'd like to know is how and why Kathy Brooks had his phone number. Didn't you say something about Brooks having a boat?
Aren't you ever going to drink that?
No, I just like to watch it fizz. Yes, sir.
Okay, get my bow line, will you, pal?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, boy. Here we go. Give me a little shove off now, will you, buddy?
Okay.
All right. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Have a nice day.
I will, you do.
Go get him, Tiger.
What's the trouble?
Oh, hi. I don't know. It just went dead all of a sudden. I can't get it started.
I'll come aboard, see if I can fix it.
Oh, gee, fantastic.
Now, don't look so worried. Whatever it is, I can fix it.
You know, it just looks so complicated, all those nuts and bolts.
Dennis Graham.
Eve Marshall.
Miss or Ms.?
Mrs.
Figures. Look, maybe I better give you a tow into the service station. Sorry about this.
Oh, it's not your fault. But boy, is my husband gonna love me tonight.
Say, my pad's right here at the marina. So while they're working on her, come on up and have a nice, cool drink. I happen to make them pretty good.
You got fresh limes?
Ooh, that's good. Good for you, too. Helps drive away the blues.
Oh, that's great. Except I'm not feeling blue.
Oh, now, come on. That boat of yours doesn't get fixed fast. You're not going to really enjoy telling your husband about it tonight, are you?
Oh, my husband is a very understanding type.
Now say that again. And this time, look at my face when you say it.
He's okay. And anyway, I don't want to talk about it.
Why not, Eve?
Well, because we have our troubles like everybody else, and he has a bad heart, and it makes me feel guilty. Okay, so let's not talk about him.
His bad heart. How does that affect your marriage, other than that?
That is a very personal question.
Ah, but doesn't get an answer.
Why don't we talk about you?
Ah, my favorite subject.
Aside from being modest, what are your other qualities?
Well, I make a good drink. And I guess you could say I enjoy my work. I'm a management consultant, among other things.
Meaning?
I'm also a connoisseur of good wine and beautiful women. Since I've just stocked my cellar.
What's up there?
My bedroom. You want to see it? I'll give you the grand tour of my palazzo here. I'll just get us another one of these. Would you get that for me, Eve?
Hello?
Is this Dennis Graham's apartment?
Yes, it is.
Oh, is he there? Will you tell him it's Mrs. McClung?
It's a Mrs. McClung.
Not to worry. It's just the landlady. Hello, Linda. Listen, I can't talk just now. Because I have someone here and I'm busy. Bore. Hello.
Mr. Graham? This is Bill Jensen down at the dock. I'm a new fellow working down here. Yeah, we just found somebody on your boat. I don't know what that means, but maybe you better come down and check it out.
Breaking into my boat.
Emergency?
Yeah, indeed it is. Indeed it is. Someone's breaking into my boat, but I'll be right back with my boat. What do you mean he got away?
Well, I was just about to call the police, Mr. Graham. He just got away from me, that's all.
Well, who was he?
I don't know.
What did he look like?
Just an ordinary-looking guy, nothing special. I tell you something, I think you ought to check your boat out. Just to see if he did any damage or took anything, you know what I mean?
Yeah, all right.
I'm sorry, Mr. Graham.
Yeah, it's all right. It's all right.
Dennis?
Yeah?
Dennis? I just called home. There's an emergency. I gotta get back.
But,
I took down your number. I'll phone you. I mean that.
Okay.
Did you Get anything?
He's a charmer, that old fox. Thank you. Hello.
Mrs. McClung, I'm Sergeant Crowley. This is Sergeant Anderson.
How do you do?
Won't you sit down?
Thank you.
Now, what's this all about?
Maybe about you, or rather, you and Dennis Graham.
I don't know anyone by that name.
Same voice.
I think so.
What are you talking about? What is this?
I was at his apartment yesterday when you phoned. Is this Dennis Graham's apartment? Is he there? Will you tell him it's Mrs. McClung?
Do you want to tell us about the two of you men?
I said, I don't know what you're talking about.
Let me explain something to you, Mrs. McClung. There was another lady, maybe you read about her in the papers. Her name was Kathy Brooks. She's dead. Somebody killed her. Now, we think somebody was blackmailing her and for some reason murdered her.
Dennis?
Maybe. Is he blackmailing you?
Is he blackmailing you, Mrs. McClung?
We know that you're married, that you have a husband.
Oh, God. We've had our bad moments, but they're gone, past. I didn't know how much I loved him until this happened. And he loves me. And if he ever finds...
Believe me, we will do everything we can to keep him from finding out. Now, we know courage is an easy word to say, but not always so easy to come by. But for your sake, for the sake of who knows how many other women, won't you please tell us? Are you being blackmailed?
I met with him a few times. Went to his place. And that's when he told me about the camera he has in his bedroom. And he showed me the pictures. Horrible pictures.
When are you supposed to see him again?
As soon as I have the money for the next payment.
You want to call him now and arrange it? Please.
Oh, that's not it. If he really killed that woman, and I make a slip, what if he tries to do something to me?
We'll be there.
You know, it's funny, but if this works out, I think I'm going to feel a lot better about everything.
Pigeon approaching coop.
It's open.
Hello, Linda. You're early.
Maybe I couldn't wait to give you this.
There's no rush. How about a drink?
All right, a glass of wine.
Claret, we?
Yes, if you have it.
For you, I have it. Very nice, too.
Here it is. Another payment for my sins.
It wasn't all that bad, was it?
Take it, Dennis. You want it, don't you?
Linda, come on. There's no rush.
Take your hands off me.
In that case, I'll take your money.
Police officers, Graham.
What's this all about? Eve.
I'm a police officer.
You're under arrest for extortion and suspicion of murder.
And the last time you saw her was Tuesday afternoon?
Yes.
Afternoon?
Yes.
Well, yeah, now, then what happened?
So I asked her if she'd like a drink. She said no. So I said, okay. I had this date coming by in a little while.
Yeah, go ahead.
And then she took out this gun. And I grabbed a hold of her. And the gun went off. The bullet must have gone out the door onto the balcony, because later on I looked around on all the walls and I couldn't find any holes.
Yeah, go ahead. What happened then?
And I slapped her.
Hello.
Pepper? Larry.
Hi, Larry.
I just heard. You got him.
Well, we think so.
Thank God. You know, Pepper, when this whole mess is really over with, I'd love to see you again. If that's all right with you.
Well, sometime, Larry, sure.
You name it.
Well, I don't know. Why don't you phone me and we'll see. There's someone at the door. I'm expecting guests. Bye, Larry. How'd it go with Graham?
The show's truthful, damn it.
Well, you know, in a way, I'm not surprised.
Oh, really? Is that your woman's intuition again?
Huh?
Not out of scotch, right?
No, it's behind the bourbon.
Well, that brings us back to your friend.
Yeah, Larry Brooks.
Yeah, the more I think about it, honey, the more I think he just could have been the guy in the car the other night. Scared Thompson off. You don't agree?
No. Something Linda McClung said when she was looking for Graham's phone number. Remember, she opened her address book and said, no, that's not it. And then she got it off a piece of paper.
Yeah?
It's just a hunch.
Your woman's intuition again?
Don't knock it.
You do play the percentages, don't you?
You know a better way?
Who you calling?
Linda McClung. And then maybe Mr. Brooks. He just asked me for a date.
We'll order later, Raoul.
Comme vous voulez, Monsieur Brooks.
And if I knew how to say it in French, I'd tell you how glad I am to change your mind.
I'm a woman.
So I've noticed. A toast to the police department.
Told you we'd try our best.
Well, the lead I gave you really paid off, didn't it?
Lead?
Graham's phone number.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it did pay off. Where'd you find it, Larry?
And Kathy's things. I was going through one of her old purses and it was shoved in behind some charge accounts. Didn't I tell you that?
Guess I never asked. Shows how careless cops can be sometimes.
Yeah, what do you mean?
Well, homicide usually goes over things very carefully, like purses, very thoroughly.
Yeah, well, this is one they missed.
Yeah, they sure did. Explain something to me, Larry.
Uh-huh.
My partners and I, we did some checking with a woman, another victim of Graham's, and with the phone company. What we found out was the number you gave us, Graham's number, that was a new number. It was changed 2 days after your wife's murder. You got that number from information, and you knew about the blackmail. You wanted us to know that Graham had a motive. But Graham didn't kill her. You did. Just leave it there. Don't try anything. I have friends. And there's a mic in there, too. They've heard everything.
Okay. Your friends know where I have this aimed.
Why did you kill her?
She was a bum. A slut. She did things with him, everything.
How did you find that out?
I was trying to call her all day from Belleville. She wasn't in, so I decided to come down and check it out. As I got to the house, she arrived. I asked her about it. She confessed the whole thing. She got hysterical. She told me she had gone to see him to kill him. She showed me the gun. But instead of killing him, they made love. I went crazy. I didn't mean to. God, I didn't mean to. Get up. Get up. Don't.
Get out of here! She gets it!
And remember, he's got a policewoman aboard. I don't want any shooting.
Thanks, guys.
You okay?
Oh, I'm freezing.
Yeah, I'll get you a hot buttered rum.
Oh, good. Anything that's hot. I look a mess.
You look great to me. Cutting it pretty close, weren't you?
Out there?
Oh, in the restaurant. Cutting it pretty close.
Yeah, that's the last time I'll play percentages, Bill.
Till the next time, Pepper. Till the next time.
Can't they move any faster? I want to beat the daylight out of here.
Apúrate, apúrate.
Take it easy. As soon as you get fueled, you'll be on your way.
What time are we supposed to meet? Well, I should be able to be there by 10.
Hey, hey, hey!
Come on, climb. Take it easy.
Go ahead, load it up.
Boy, your temper, one of these days is gonna land you in hell.
Now let's get one thing straight, Vern. You work for me. This is my operation. And you screw it up when you don't hire good people. And we'll all be in hell if I don't get out of here. What'd you find out about the weather?
You're clear all the way. Cross near Nogales, and you won't have any problems. What's it look like? Everything together?
Well, Sarge, the load's in. Things will start moving in about an hour. Your people together?
We're okay. How many and where?
100.
I wouldn't waste my time in 100.
Delivery will take place in an abandoned car lot at Lake and Olive. 2 trucks.
The way things are going, I'd be lucky to get a misdemeanor filing. What happened to the other 400?
You cops are as greedy as the crooks, Byron. It's all there. 500. Just like I said.
2 trucks. Is the man gonna be there?
I'm not sure. But if you stay with the load truck, they'll take you right to him. Be cool. Okay?
Klein's info was good. It's going down.
I wouldn't bank on it. He's crazy. 9Y60. This one's the load truck. Hang tight. Things should start to move. To all units. Let's take them before they split. They've made it.
I've broken this month. Don't I rate a day off?
You're not going to believe this, but I don't know what's going on. Secondly, yes, you do rate a day off. And I tell you what, as soon as I find out what's going on, you'll be the first one with whom I'll share the news.
Thank you so much.
No. No!
Kevin, what's up?
I got a little problem on our hands. And, frankly, we need some outside help.
Listen, we're up to our necks now in cases. She hadn't even been to the hairdresser for 3 weeks.
Ever see him before?
No? Should I know him?
Go ahead, tell him.
Name's Bill Klein. He was one of our top snitches. Used to be an airline pilot, but he got fired several years ago for flying a 737 under the Golden Gate Bridge with a full load of passengers.
It sounds like my kind of guy.
On the street, he's called Crazy Bill.
Guy's been working for us for about a year. Made some big cases. We just learned yesterday that he's also been flying in loads, big ones. Heroin, cocaine, weed.
Yeah, let me guess. While you were working his weed cases, his people were flying in everything under the sun, right?
You got the picture.
He knows half the guys in my division.
But he doesn't know us, so he's ours, right?
You worked narcotics before, you know how the game is played. Besides, you won't be going in cold. We've got a snitch in decline. I think.
You think?
I think. Anyway, he's yours.
I'll brief them in the squad room on the rest of the case.
Wait a minute. Be careful. I'm afraid we taught this guy exactly how we do business. Everything. And the Mexican feds tried to take him. And he literally, and I mean literally, flew them into the ground.
I think I'd rather go to the hairdresser.
Hey, man, what is all this?
Got to be careful, Jimmy. Just checking.
For what? You know, I ain't got no peace.
You could be wired, working for the man.
Now, come on, man. You know, I come here to do business, and you search me like I was a crook, you know. You know, you're paranoid. You're nuts.
You are a crook, remember? And I'm not paranoid. Just careful. Now, what can I do for you?
500 keys, man. I got a big buyer coming in from Seattle.
It's a little heavy for you, isn't it?
Well, you know, like I told you, I got buyers coming in from Washington, man.
Okay. You came to the right supermarket. You get in touch with my man Spear. We'll work out the delivery.
Right. Yeah, I'll call him right away. You know, my people are waiting to get it on. Hey, Bill.
Sir?
How do I know, I mean, you know, for all I know, you might be working for the man.
You know what this place reminds me of?
I can't imagine.
Lemonade.
Lemonade?
When I was a kid and it got this hot, I sold ice cold lemonade.
You know, I think I'd trade in my badge right now for a six-pack. Ice cold, wet. You had to ring up lemonade, didn't you?
At Christmas time, I sold hot chocolate.
Well, at least Pete and Joe are in the shade.
You hear that?
Huh?
I think we got company.
SCC. Okay, he's here. Everybody just cool it till he's on the ground and unloading. Stay on. He's just checking the area, that's all. Stay down.
Oh, he's cautious, I'll say that for him.
He's landing.
Now look at the pilot.
That's not Klein. There's something wrong.
Where are they going?
Not now, damn it!
12 by 51, get back, it's a dummy run!
Last minute, something went wrong. I guess if everything looked all right, the other pilot was gonna call Klein in with a load.
We'll get you to a hospital. Oh my God! Get out! Get out! Get out!
Stay down, he's coming back.
Has anybody got a knife? I'd like to cut myself a piece of coffee. Who brewed this anyway?
You were right there when I made it. What's wrong? It's mountain grown.
Yeah, I know. You know something, Pep? I think I know now why you're single.
Yeah?
Are these the grounds you use for your divorce?
Oh, Pete, you just don't know good coffee when you taste it.
Somebody kill the lights, man.
You kill the lights, will you?
Look at my old buddy here. Let's take a look at our boy here. Watch this.
Oh,
Watch it.
wow.
Watch it.
Ooh. Oh. Ooh. Oh, no.
You believe anybody can walk away from that?
Oh, man. I can't believe it.
Okay. There's our boy. It's Michael Gregory. This guy's done a little of everything. Not only was he a race car driver, but he also worked for a while on a tuna boat. Even did a stint as a Hollywood stuntman.
That is one hunk of choice male flesh. I'd make coffee for him any day.
That's all he needs. First he loses his car in the time trials, then you make him pot of coffee. That's 2 disasters in a row, isn't it?
Hey, Bill, where did you run into him? You're not a racing fan.
No, his kid brother got busted. In order to help him out of the jam, Mike here made us a 4-ton weed case. Involved a tuna boat he'd worked on.
What does he do now, besides stay in shape?
Well, I haven't heard much about him since that crash. I understand he's split on his butt.
You know, I heard stories about guys who hunt bear with a switch. I think he could.
Yeah.
Well, Pete, he's probably a vegetarian. You know, carrots, alfalfa sprouts, and wild honey.
You better hope so. You're gonna need something in common.
I think he's a meat eater, folks.
He's built like a bear. Maybe he's hibernating.
Maybe you ought to stay out of his porridge.
Man, let's have the bread, huh? We didn't bring it. Hey, look, I'm not here to play games. Somebody's gonna get hurt.
Maybe we better get in there before somebody does get hurt.
I think I'll just stay here.
Just relax. Boss is across the street waiting to meet you. He said he'd pay you himself.
Yeah, well, where is he, man, and who is he? Let's go. I want good bread.
He's waiting outside. His name is Sergeant Crowley.
Damn it, Crowley! Why me, man? Why me?
You guys didn't set this whole thing up just to bust me with a lousy 25 keys of grass. Which will probably be legal in another 6 months anyway.
Well, I don't know about that. I do know that you've been scoring with some pretty heavy people.
Well, just who are these heavy people?
The connection is a pilot named Bill Klein.
Now, don't tell me you want me to give you Bill Klein. You take me to jail.
We'll offer you a walk for the 25 keys.
Oh, come on, Crowley. I won't do more than 60 days at best, and you know it. I'll take my chances in court.
We understand you build and drive race cars.
I used to. Till some rookie driver busted up $40,000 worth of my machinery.
Well, that brings up an interesting question. Maybe you can answer it for us. What do you think NASCAR would say if they found out one of their owner drivers had been busted on a narcotics rap?
I see. I work for you and don't drive again. Is that the picture?
It's coming into focus. We need you to get the Klein.
Yeah, okay, I'll do it. But I want one promise up front.
What's that?
I make no guarantees where Klein's concerned. So I get a walk just for helping. Just helping. Whether or not you guys catch Klein or not.
You see problems getting to Klein?
Lady, you got 2 major problems right off the bat. Number 1, Klein is crazy. And number 2, he's got a steadfast rule.
Yeah, what's that?
He never deals with strangers.
Well.
Welcome back.
Oh, thank you.
These in here. Scotch and water with a twist.
Right. Got a good memory.
That's not all. I've also got these passionate Italian eyes.
Oh. So, tell me what you've been doing.
Huh?
How's the department been treating you?
Joyce, I tell you what. I'll make a deal with you. You don't ask me about the department. And I won't ask you how the captain keeps that great big thing up there in the air, okay?
Okay.
Now, about tonight. First, I thought we'd have a little dinner. Because I have found a sensational new Italian restaurant. And then I thought maybe we'd come back here and listen to a little jazz. I have loaded up on Chuck Mangione records. Now, what do you say to all that?
Yes, to the Italian dinner.
yes to the movie. And finally, yes to Mangione. He's my favorite.
I gotta tell you, I just love the way you say yes. Yeah. Mike, yeah. Listen, no, not tonight. We'll just set the meet up for tomorrow, okay? Because I can't make it tonight, that's why. Okay. I said okay, Mike. Yeah, just, what do you want us to meet you? Half hour, all right? Yeah, give me a half hour. Joyce, listen, this is very important. I gotta meet this informant. It's only gonna take me like an hour at the most. I'll be back and, I gotta make another call. By the time you get out of the shower, just freshen up, you know. Pep. Yeah, it's Bill. I just got a call from Mike. He's set a meet up with the crooks at the corner of Echo Park and Sunset. Yeah, the donut shop. Okay? Yeah, we'll meet him there in a half hour. Okay, fine. See you later. Joyce, honey, listen, it's only gonna take me an hour, I swear.
I've been through this act before, remember?
Honey, come on now, put the book.
2 days. 2 days I waited for you on one of your hour meets.
Yeah, Joyce, that was
Not
different.
this time, Bill.
Honey, are you kidding with the book?
Oh, mind if I use your phone? You look like you could use another drink.
Yeah, listen. How do you feel about Chuck Mangione?
Oh, I love him.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm. So does my husband. Why?
Nothing, I'm just doing a survey.
You say, Vern?
I am.
This is Pepper, my new roommate.
What is it you need?
Well, I got a buyer who's ready to do 100 right now.
That's no problem. A little heavy for you, isn't it?
Yeah, well, it's time to make my move. Get some of that big money. Like the man said, make hay while the sun shines.
Sounds like good business. The price is $100 a kilo, and we specify the delivery point.
We'd like to have an idea when and where, so we can get our money together and be ready.
I would assume that you already had all your bread together by now, or else we wouldn't be sitting here talking. As a matter of fact, I want half of the bread out front tonight.
Oh, come on.
Hey, look, Vern. You know I've never scored anything this heavy before. I'm just not ready to front $5,000 like it was nothing.
Mike, baby, now you know our operation. If we don't have any money in front, then it's no go. That's our insurance that we're not dealing with a man. When you get your act together, call me.
We can do some big business. Mike and I are into some pretty heavy people. We stand to move a lot of kilos. If this thing goes right, we're putting everything into it.
I'm sorry, sweetheart. No bread in front, no deal. Now, Mike knows that.
Our people are going to be testing us on this first deal. If it goes right, we're in. They want to follow up with 1,000 kilos every 2 weeks, maybe some heroin.
Hey, look. These people want the first ton a week after we do this first 100. That's the reason we're going to both have to bend a little.
Can you see them putting up $50,000? You wouldn't, and neither would we. We're going to have to get used to doing business hand to hand, or Mike and I, we're just going to have to shop around and find another connection.
How come she's doing all the talking?
Well, her old man's one of the biggest weed wholesalers west of Chicago. Ex-old man. And now she's my lady.
Okay. We'll go hand to hand this once. You go ahead and get your bread together for tomorrow. Delivery will be sometime afternoon.
Where?
I'll let you know when I call you.
first car. Took it first place at Daytona.
Ever seen that car? You want another beer?
Mm-hmm.
Boy, they sure cost a lot, don't they?
How's your iced tea?
You still got it? Oh, I need ice. Thanks, Bill.
Nope, I sold it and everything else I had to buy my second car. Good competitive stock car runs upward of 40,000.
And yours, it crashed, huh?
I didn't crash. One of the rookie drivers took a turn a little too wide, bounced off the wall, hit my car. Can't buy insurance on a race car.
You're taking the time. It's almost 5 o'clock.
Come on, Crowley, how many dope cases you work?
Yeah, I know. This is their way of letting us know that they're calling the shots, right?
Well, at least it gives us a chance to.
I'm here. Right, we got everything together. Yeah, man, we got the bread. Okay, it'll take us about an hour and a half to get there. Right. A-loan, we understand. Load just arrived.
Cheers.
Hello.
Vern?
The money, please. I'd like to see it.
Show and tell. Here to count it.
Mike, you ever cash a check at a bank and then not count the money that the teller gave you? Of course we didn't.
It's all there.
Yes, ma'am, it is.
Where's our merchandise?
Just hang tight. See the Joshua tree? Well, just start walking toward it. 4 bags. 25 keys in each duffel bag. Start walking toward it, you'll see it.
All there. Give me the key.
Hope you counted it.
All's well. Next time you want to do business, call me.
Clever. You never let us see him near the stuff.
Nah, don't worry about Spear. He isn't that smart. Bill Klein's around here somewhere pulling his strings. Let's go.
Oh, wow. Air conditioning. I guess when you make sergeant, that's one of the fringies, huh?
You guys look great. The sun's done wonders for your complexion. Which one's Royster?
The one with the carrot in his ear. Now look, what's going on? Spear hasn't left the airfield for 2 days now, you know?
Boys, this morning we got this little report from Customs. Seems they found that pilot for us, the one that ran Higgins down. At least they say they found what was left of him.
Where?
Just north of Nogales. They figure he came across the border about 50 feet trying to beat the radar, crashed near the side of a mountain. Spread weed for half a mile.
Did, Mike hear anything about our load?
Want to tell him the good news?
Spear phoned Mike this morning. Said that they're ready with the ton. Now all we have to do is come up with the money. We got 2 days.
Well, 100 grand, that's more than I make in a week.
Where are we gonna get $100,000 of flash?
That's what we've been asking.
With the state and our own money, we can raise 60 grand, no more. We've tapped Vice, intelligence, everyone.
Well, what about the feds?
The feds?
Yeah.
I'd rather borrow from a loan shark.
Sounds good. Klein's one of the biggest around. How's the deal to go down?
We've already let 100 keys go just to get locked in tight. Pepper and our snitch flash the money and we get the load.
This informant, do we know him?
No.
Well, Bill, you know our policy about informants. We like to meet them, interview them personally before we enter a joint investigation.
Yeah, well, you know our policy about informants. Dan, this thing's all together. It's ready to go right now. Now, we don't want to screw it up, okay?
Cooperation. We want that. We'd just like to have Pepper duke in one of our own men so that we can identify all the players.
The players? Dan, will you understand something, please? Nobody's playing. They've already killed one of Admark's snitches.
Look, Bill, you guys are locals. Now, we're looking at the overall aspects of the case. The big picture, so to speak. Who's doing what, when, where?
The big picture, huh? Okay, here it is. You guys couldn't catch a crook in the county jail. Klein moves more weed and junk in a week than you seize in a year. That's the big picture. Let's get the hell out of here. I'll borrow the money from the bank.
Let's look at this like a business deal, all right? Now, we're putting in 60,000 and you're putting in 40. So, we're the major stockholders. We call the shots. So either you're in or you're out. It's just that simple.
We're in. But I still want a little photo of that snitch for our files.
Well, I've seen better.
I've seen worse.
Crowley? Nice room you picked out for us. Nice double bed? Oh, you're kidding. I hope you're receiving me well. I'm going to stash the money in the closet.
Crowley, I still think we should have one of my own men in there just to play it safe.
Dan, the only reason we're into him at all is because Mike's been able to convince him that Pepper's his girlfriend. Klein won't do business with strangers.
Okay, we're in room 1. Right next to 2. We'll meet you here in about 15 minutes. Right. That was Spear. He said after the money count, we're to go to an abandoned airstrip and pick up the load. So watch our bags, Crowley.
Hey, Bill. Yeah. All right. It's Crowley. Spears here, but there's another crook with him.
Crook, huh? Sound like a cop.
Come on. Vern.
Hello?
Be cool, man. Just be cool. Got a lot of money here. Just protecting our investment.
It's okay.
Hand us back when this thing's over, huh?
Feels like the Mexican was armed.
It's there, every nickel.
How much is in each stack?
Trusting Crook, he's counting every dollar.
20. Okay. We'll lead you to the Lord. You follow us in the camper. I'll take the money for insurance.
Don't let him take the bread.
Put it back on the bed. You've seen ours. Now stop messing around. Now, I really mean it.
Our agreement, remember? We work hand to hand.
Right. I'll call you and tell you where you can pick it up. Come on.
Relax, you did fine. Go through this on every deal. Now is where the rubber meets the road.
When the money and the load get together, right?
Mm-hmm. If it's gonna rip, that's when it'll happen. I'll tell you what, when this thing's finished, I'll buy you the biggest steak in town.
You're on.
You're not included in that, Crowley.
Hey, big fella, you thirsty? How about something cold?
Yeah, sure. Your treat?
My treat. I'll be right back.
Be quiet. If you do anything crazy, I'll blow your head off.
Oh, damn. We're not rescuing a ship with a platoon of Marines. We hadn't hit hard. What do you think they'd do to Pepper?
Bill. You guys got Klein all wrong. I mean, I think this deal is still together. You think Klein would kidnap a cop? No way, man. If he'd smelled the heat, he'd just back off quietly. You guys ought to know how Klein works. You taught him everything he knows.
Well, you know him a lot better. How would you handle it?
Just wait for the phone call. It'll come. When it does, just play it by ear. Just go on like everything's together. Come on.
Bill, now there's no way you'd let him take $100,000 out in the desert alone. He could be part of this whole thing.
Well, if he is, he's got an awfully tight act, I'll say that.
Now, we're going to play like the deal's together, except for one thing. I want you to get that chopper up there. When that call comes in, I want you up there.
Crowley, you send him out there with our bread, and it's all yours. It's your responsibility. If something goes wrong, it's your baby.
Man, you really hang in there, don't you?
You sure ease some worries I've got about your boyfriend.
Yeah?
In this business, you got to cover your own. Because no one else will.
What are you worried about? We did 100 and everything went okay.
Two things, baby. One, a rip. And $1 million worth of grass is temptation enough to turn a preacher's head around. Second, you could be the man. Or maybe you're working for him.
Two of us can't rip off a ton of grass. And do I look like heat?
I don't know, baby doll. But I own a little motel down near Mazatlan. Caters to gentlemen of sport. Drinking, fishing, ladies. If your partner doesn't come through as planned, you may be involved in a whole new line of work.
You're too much. You've got me as hostage and still worried about Mike.
Just cautious. Besides, I'm beginning to enjoy your company.
12 by 50. Come in there, 10.
This is their 10. Go ahead.
Pete? Mike's en route to the meet location, south of Highway 111, east of Palm Canyon. You have him in sight?
That's a Roger. We got a good shot of the camper from here.
Terrific.
Yeah, I'm alone. Where's the girl?
Open up the camper. I want to check inside.
That's right, amigo. I still got your gun. Be a good boy now. Maybe I'll give it back to you.
Better looking at John there, Vern.
Where's the money?
Now, you got a one-track mind, man. Now, I ask you, where's the girl? And where's my grass?
You'll get him. Follow us.
Came alone? No tail?
Alone. I searched the camper, too.
Let's go, babe. I've had it with this clown's bad dude routine. The deal's off.
Hold it right there. I'm calling the shots.
Why don't you use that thing, man, or put it away? Look, this deal's gone sour, so we're just gonna take our bread and split.
You're right, this deal is sour.
Hold it. Have you got the bread?
From the start. You've seen it. Where's the dope?
Close by. Spears will take you to it as soon as I've got the bucks.
You're nuts. You've been holding me in lieu of the money. I'm your collateral, so let's just keep it that way.
Well, that's terrific. Except if your big boyfriend here decides to split with the weed. I'm left sitting here sucking my thumb.
Hey, look, Klein, I'll stay here with you. She goes to the load and lays the money on Spear when they take delivery. That satisfy you?
Okay, give her the keys to the camper. And you come over here and sit down, because you make a bigger target anyway.
Well, that's it. Just the two of us.
You're beautiful. And you're on for the steak. Take care of yourself.
Come on, hurry up. We gotta get this unloaded. Pretty neat, huh? We got 4 just like this. We move 7, 8 tons a week.
Beautiful, just beautiful.
Doing a good business in heroin, too, so tell your people we got our end covered.
You sure do. I'll say that for you.
Let's go get the money. They'll be through here in a minute. We better both
Get your hands on top of your head.
You're crazy. You can't rip off.
Tell your friends to jump down.
Police!
Okay, Freddie, all yours. Keep an eye on him.
Joe?
Yes.
The keys to this cuffs, will you?
Okay, how are we going to get Mike back?
Money, where's the money? Pepper, you didn't leave the money with Mike.
It's in the camper. Dan, don't you ever stop worrying?
Yeah, I know. It's only money.
Mr. Spear here is going to drive back just like everything went down okay, aren't you, Mr. Spear?
It won't work.
It better work.
$50 Pete, stay with him. I'm taking a shortcut.
Everything went as planned. You ready, Mike?
Cut it, lady. Vern, get over here.
I can't. There's a cop in the back seat with a gun on my head.
You tell that cop friend of yours to throw his gun out the window. I'm gonna cut Mike in two. And I'm not playing around.
Joe?
Get the money, Vern. You get over here. Relax. Get over here. Come on now. Come on. move. Let's go. Damn it, Vern, come on, move! Now!
So, now what? Where do you go from here?
Mechanic, I guess. Work on someone else's cars. A good one.
I'm sure you are. Listen, Mike, I want to say something about the way you helped us. You really...
Save it. Besides, here comes Crowley and company. Just in the nick of time, so I was just about to get serious myself.
We just finished the reports. Thanks for waiting.
Oh, you're welcome. How's our old Fed friend Dan?
Oh, he went running back to Uncle Sam, clutching every dollar.
Gentlemen may as well sit down.
Oh, yeah, sit down.
Thank you kindly.
I thought you'd never ask.
Oh, speaking of friends, how did Klein know the deal hadn't gone down when I got back?
The headlights. If the deal had gone down as planned, Spear was going to drive back with the headlights on.
Klein. I always had the kicker.
Well, Bill, you gonna tell him?
Oh, yeah, I almost forgot. I talked to a good friend of mine. A big businessman, told him about you and your racing. He said that if you dropped by, he'd sponsor your car. Like a tax write-off.
Well, it looks like you're back in the racing business. Congratulations.
It's great, Bill. I'll tell you one thing, it's a hell of a lot safer than the business you guys are in.
I'll drink to that.
How many times you been to bed with him?
I never saw him before. I didn't know him.
Oh, how many times have we heard that before?
I don't care. It's the truth.
Are you used to going out alone at 10 o'clock at night to get a bite?
If I have to, yes.
How many times you had sexual relations in the last 2 weeks, huh?
I don't have to answer that. Look, that man threatened to kill me. I was the victim. I didn't do anything wrong. He raped me.
Oh, this guy just walked up to you out of the clear blue. Is that what you're trying to tell me? Oh.
I think Sergeant Anderson and Inspector Crew gave us a nice little melodramatic performance there. But we thought that since our unit's been assigned to investigate rape victims' interrogation, we'd just start out by showing you what not to do. I don't know, it's shocking to me that 90% of the rapes in this country are never reported because the women are afraid of how we, the police, are going to treat them. Now let's start it all over again. This time we do it the right way.
I'm sorry to put you through this again, Miss, but tell me, please, exactly what happened.
Do I have to tell it again? He happened to my throat and said if I didn't let him, he was going to kill me right there.
Nice. Beautiful. Hey, you look great. Good. The lips. Got it. Nice. Oh, beautiful. Come on, sweetheart. Hey, okay. Good. Okay, come on, baby. Come on, let me see it. Ah, good. Beautiful. Okay. Up here, Wanda, sweetheart. Come on now. Sweetheart, look. This way. Wanda.
Forget it.
What, forget it? Come on, we're almost done. A couple of more
I'm
shots.
tired. I'm
Listen,
cold.
the light is perfect.
I'm not professional. Your time is up. Besides, Mama needs a drink.
God. You're starting to work so well. I just don't understand you sometimes. Oh, come on, Wanda.
And the loot.
What happened to the 20 I just gave you?
Oh, honey. Would you do that to Mama? Baby, I depend upon you. Who do I have? Oh, baby. Smile! Hey, I got a great idea. Come with me tonight to Jake's place. It'd be so lonesome.
What, and what you operate? No chance. Pass.
You can't afford it all. Oh, Appetite! Appetite! Hey!
Hey, no, don't! Run down! Get out of here! Stupid tramp!
I always knew you were a fisherman.
It has been impossible to show that asphyxia alone leaves any persisting ill effects. Thus, in a series of 90... Am I going too fast for you, Joe?
Are you kidding?
Joe, I could go better than that with gloves on.
Will you eat your celery and let me type, please?
Okay, here we go. There is very little direct evidence to support this theory of asphyxia.
Hey, Bill, does anybody ever read these reports?
Only if they're neatly typed.
Celery? It's good for you.
I didn't know rabbits wore ties. Yeah, Tom Crowley. You call me? Sure I do. Granger Manufacturing, worth a cool $20 million the last time I didn't clip my coupons. Right. Pepper, we're on.
What about the report?
You ever heard of Walter Granger, Granger Manufacturing?
Sure.
His wife just got raped.
I don't care what your superiors told you. I want you out of here right now. My wife is too upset to answer any more questions. And if you don't stop annoying us, I'm going straight to the commission.
Excuse me, Mr. Granger. I'm Sergeant Crowley. This is Sergeant Anderson. The captain asked us to come right over.
Now, will you get these people out of here?
Right on hand like this. Did the officers take a statement from your wife, sir?
In intimate detail. She was so upset, I finally had to call Captain Peters.
Yeah, well, that's why Sergeant Anderson's here. It's easier under these circumstances for him to talk to another woman as a rule. Pep, you alone.
Excuse me. Mrs. Granger. I'm Sergeant Anderson. Can we go someplace?
Mom, come on.
No,
Let's go
Don't make me
upstairs.
say it again, please. Don't.
It's got to be done.
Come on. I'll stay with you. Come on.
Carol, you don't have to answer any more questions if you don't feel like it.
Daddy, I'll take care of it. It's all right.
Mr. Granger, was this up here all along?
It's Carol's. He wasn't interested in robbery, if that's what you're trying to imply.
I wasn't really trying to imply anything, Mr. Granger.
If you could, Mrs. Granger, from the beginning, that's best.
Well, there was a man here earlier. He delivered chairs for my daughter's wedding reception on Saturday, and he was a black man. And I thought he'd gone, and I came in here to draw my bath, and I pinned up my hair, and then somebody came up behind me, and he tore my robe open, and he spun me around, and his face was covered with a stocking, but his hands were black. He must have knocked me unconscious because I woke up and I was lying naked here on the bed. And he cut my hair.
Don't you think you had enough?
Well, it's Now, my time to start flipping one. Hey, Noah! See, you brought your father. Oh, you got some food. Thank you.
Thanks for looking up, old buddy.
Want to play a little, honey?
Wow, this depends what kind of game you want to play.
Hey, Jake, buy the little lady a drink. Yes, sir.
I'll drink to that.
Yeah, George. I mean, did you touch Mrs. Granger?
What's that supposed to mean, did I touch her?
I mean, did you have sexual relations with her, George?
What the hell are you talking
Sit down, George. I mean, did you have sexual relations with her?
I delivered those chairs and that's all I did.
Then what did you do?
And I went home. I was with a friend of mine. We had some beers together, and he can prove it. Or doesn't proof matter? Is it still just pick 'em up and lock 'em up with people like me?
Take off your shirt.
Why?
Take off your shirt, George. Please. Turn around. Joe, just for the record, make a note that we didn't find any scratches on Mr. Thomas's body. Nevertheless, I'm gonna have to hold you.
No! I didn't rape her! I didn't rape her! What is it with these hunky women? Every time one of them thinks she's been raped, it has to be by a black man. It's happening to brothers of ours all the time, and it just keeps on happening.
Look, George, right now, you're neither black nor white. You're our #1 suspect. Come on, let's go.
Oh, give me another one.
Wait, you're blowing it. Come on, give me that. Let me alone. It's coming down. Look. No, I know. Just leave me alone, all right? I got it. Blew it, man.
Okay, Jim, I want a full copy of everything first thing in the morning up in Carly's office. Make that duplicate, maybe even triplicate. All right? All right, everybody step aside. Come on, move it aside. Make a hole. All right, fellas, now please, I want to have a full report from the coroner first thing in the morning, all right? It's very important that we get it right away. All right, let's move it along. Okay, dokie.
Listen, my wife and I are looking for a little...
Yeah, I know what you're looking for, kid. Why don't you take an ad in the paper? Huh? This is a bookstore.
No, listen. We're looking for a little marital aid.
Marital aid?
Yeah, see, we want to find something to put a little magic back in our
Been
marriage.
married 7 years, you know, and, well, something's happened to the itch.
Yeah, marital aid, huh? Why don't you just check the counter here? You'll find everything you need in there.
Oh, listen, by the way, do you take credit cards?
Come on. Come on, you guys, give me a break, will you, huh? What, are you having a convention here, son? Boy, all of a sudden I'm up to my armpits in buzz.
Come on, it's been a long time since you've been busted, right?
Right, not since Lady Chatterley Glover, and there weren't even any pictures.
Speaking of pictures, I brought my family album along.
Yeah?
Sure you don't know her?
Look, like I told your buddies, I never seen her before.
Oh? You know, Sergeant, isn't this the guy we got the report on?
Huh?
Mm-hmm. Think so.
What are you talking? What report?
Yeah, I'm sure it was.
What report are you talking?
How do they do this?
No, wait a minute here.
Where they do this?
I'm strictly legit now. I'm strictly
Numbers.
legit.
I hear you're running numbers out of this place.
No numbers. No, nothing like that. I'm legit. Just good, clean smut all around.
That's not what I heard.
On the other hand, Bill, maybe we've been mistaken.
Right. You made a mistake, sure.
Arthur, look at the pictures again.
What happened to her?
Somebody beat her to death.
Little bird. It was something I kept trying to capture on film.
And sell to porno houses?
No, never wonder. Those shots were for me only.
Did she have any family?
Oh, who knows? She had friends. All men.
You want to give us some names?
I don't know any. Why don't you try down at that cheap bar on Mission Street where she used to get smashed?
She drink a lot?
Yeah, too much. I told her that was an old way to live. You want to know something? It was like she wanted to die.
The fire was put out 4 hours later, and the latest report is that none of the 4 victims is in serious condition. Police report no new developments in the Wanda Kubelski murder. The young Alta Mesa model, the apparent victim of a rape homicide, was reportedly last seen in a suburban tavern.
Why did you turn it off?
Oh, I didn't think it was something you shouldn't listen to. How you feeling?
How do I look?
Beautiful.
Yes. Really beautiful. Where's Peggy?
She's in her room reading.
You mean she's not going out with Mike tonight?
She talked to him on the phone. She's alone. No, I guess she's not going out.
Oh. I didn't mean for this to spoil anything.
Hey, wait a minute. What do you mean you didn't mean? It happened to you, Carol.
Oh, Walter. I don't think I can go through with it. This mess, this case.
Carol, you are a strong woman. You've always been strong.
Right now, I'm not. Right now, I want to tell myself it never happened. It was a nightmare that never happened. Go away with you, darling, somewhere, anywhere, and forget all this.
Carol, you were attacked by an animal. And that animal has got to pay for it. Don't you see women like you, the victims? You've got to do something. You can't say to yourself and the police, let's forget it. Then what'll happen?
Well, maybe I don't care.
Well, you better care. Take a look at yourself.
Not really so beautiful right now.
I'm sorry, Carol. Sorry. Oh, Carol. You've got to care. Do you understand that?
Yes. I understand.
Hey, that's Wanda. She was in here last night.
Did she leave with anybody?
Yeah, she closed it up to a couple of guys who come in here every Wednesday night.
You know their names?
Look, lady, I don't want to get nobody in trouble. Yeah, I know 'em.
Hi. Hi. How are you? Okay, what you washing off your mats there? Believe it or not, spaghetti sauce. Had a little accident in my car last night.
Hey, Chuck, get up. This is my young one, Chuck.
I'm Sergeant Crowley. This is Sergeant Anderson. Police
Hey.
Department.
Get off over there.
Hi, hon.
What's going on?
I don't know, honey. These are police officers. This is my wife, Mary.
You Ted Andrews?
Yeah, that's right.
What's the matter? Look, is something the matter?
I'm afraid there is, Mrs. Andrews.
It's my duty to inform you, Mr. Andrews, that you're under arrest.
Under arrest for what?
For the murder of Wanda Mae Kabelski.
No! No! Tim, you tell him! No, you tell him!
Be all right, believe me.
Counselor?
Thank you.
It's about time. Where you been?
Take it easy, take it easy. Hi, Crowley. Everything's fine.
All right, just for the record, gentlemen, either one of you want to make a confession?
Just what do you think you're doing, Crowley?
I'm just trying to save some time, Counselor. Both of these gentlemen are going to be arraigned first thing in the morning.
Arraigned? We didn't do anything.
That's for a judge to decide. I'm just trying to get a little information to help him make that decision, you understand?
All right. Look, Crowley. You've got probable cause. I'll grant that. But you can never make murder one stick. These are two law-abiding, ordinary guys who picked up a little floozy and had some fun. And that's all.
We didn't force her to do anything.
You don't have to say any more. Not now.
Okay, you want to go to court? Let's go to court.
Hold it! But I have no objection to anybody making a statement.
I already said it. We didn't do anything.
What about you, Mr. Andrews? You want to say something?
Okay.
All right, I got to tell you. The secretary is going to take down every word you say. It's an official statement. It better be accurate because they'll check out every single word.
Don't let him get you uptight. You just say what you
Okay.
told me, not another word.
Okay. All right, we picked her up. We was just fooling around. But you better believe it, she was hot to trot. Our wives let us out once a week, Wednesdays. But we never get in any trouble.
But Mrs. Kubelski was different.
Well, we were going to go out and get something to eat, so we asked her to come along. We went to one of them spaghetti takeout places, and whew, boy, was she looped. She spilled spaghetti all over the floor of my car, all over her feet. Then we let her out. She was yelling and hollering and screaming. I don't know what for, but she was sure making a lot of noise.
Where did you drop her off?
The corner of Mission and Maple.
Is that the last time you saw her?
That's the last time we saw her, I swear it.
Did either of you rape the girl?
No.
Hold it. More noise. Take it easy now.
It wasn't necessary.
We didn't have to.
So you were intimate with her?
We both were. We didn't kill her.
Okay, that's enough. You satisfied, Crowley?
Type that up, can I? Give me a couple of copies right away.
You and your Wednesday nights on the town.
What do you think?
She probably threatened to tell their wives. They panicked. One of them hit her in the head with a bottle. Hookers.
Maybe, but I don't know.
Can you stop bleeding for Wanda Mae?
I can't. I keep thinking there's something else.
Look, she was a very friendly lady who just liked to play with her friends. Only she didn't have an enemy in the world. Honey, that's not to me. That's Lieutenant Marsh.
You got a heart as big as a washtub. You know that.
Since when are you the champion of the working girls?
Well, if not me, who else?
Bill?
Yeah.
You picked up Wanda's husband like you wanted.
So, huh? Mm-hmm. Doctor? So you got an alibi?
Confirmed. He was at his sister's for dinner. Is there anything you want me for, Bill?
No, where you out to?
Well, my uncle's taking me out for a cheese and walnut loaf.
Oh, we'll give your uncle a big kiss for me.
All right.
Well, champ, you want to handle this?
Mr. Kabelski? I'm Sergeant Anderson. No, sit down. And this is Bill Crowley.
How did you?
I just saw her, Wanda, down at the morgue. Those guys did it to her, didn't they?
We're not sure. They said they didn't.
She had a good upbringing, Wanda did. She didn't smoke or run around.
What happened between you?
The baby drowned. One of those little wading pools. She's somehow... She couldn't live with me anymore. She She got real wild. I tried to stop her. I even took her to church. I made her get down on her knees and ask the Lord to forgive her. She hollered in church. She didn't want anybody to forgive her. She went running out. And that was the last time I ever saw her.
Thank you, Mr. Kubelski. I feel sorry for him.
Can I get you one?
No. You're still wrong.
Huh? What, that they're guilty?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not 100% sure now. Do you want to make a bet? Money, marbles, or chalk?
Chalk.
He's a great cop, isn't he?
Hey, Bill, showed a picture around. Nobody took the bait. Said they hadn't seen her, except one guy.
Who's that?
Counterman in a coffee shop. His name is Craig Rogers. He gets off 15 minutes.
Not closed, are you?
No, ma'am. We're open all night.
One coffee.
One coffee coming up.
Are you a Scorpio?
How'd you guess? You want some cream?
Got a girlfriend?
Yeah, sure.
Why don't you have a cup of coffee? Keep me company.
I'm sorry I can't do that. I'm not supposed to be fooling around with the customers.
Boy, I really did a dumb thing. Went to a party, drank too much bourbon. Really had a fight with my boyfriend. He really left me cold. I really shouldn't be driving. Anyway.
Listen, I get off in about 10 minutes. I mean, I could drive you home.
Oh, gee, that'd be great. But how would you get home?
Why don't we worry about that?
Kind of old. The front left fender was sort of smashed in.
What about his windshield? Do you have any stickers on it? Anything hanging from the rearview mirror?
One weird thing.
What?
He had a couple of red candles stuck on the dash.
Red candles?
Yeah. I mean, I remember she picked them up.
You mean Wanda?
Uh-huh. She asked him what he used them for, and he didn't say anything. He just gave her kind of a funny look.
Look, if we put you with an artist, do you think you could help us draw up a sketch of this guy?
I think it's the mouth that's throwing it all off.
Mouth? Why? What was it in the
They're
mouth?
just a bit thinner than that.
Make the mouth a little thinner on there.
How's it going?
Yeah, you can see for yourself. We've got verbal descriptions sent out to every bowling alley in the area. Maybe this guy's got some other kind of trip going besides knocking off ladies.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Pep, I've got some news for you.
Uh-oh, when you say it like that, I know it all can't be good.
George Thomas's alibi just showed up. It checked out. He was with him all afternoon.
Well, that puts us right back to square one.
Pep.
Hey, good luck, Scorpio.
It's okay, you were wrong about this one. Just too easy to hang a guilty label on George Thomas, wasn't it? All right, I was a little tough on Wanda Kubelski, so we're even. Now get over to Mrs. Granger and have another talk with her.
Go to jail, go directly to jail. Do not pass go, do not collect $200. See you later.
Yes, I'm feeling much better, thank you.
Good. I understand the wedding was postponed.
Yes.
Indefinitely.
Well, that's what they wanted. And I don't know, maybe it was for the best. Now, what about the man? You still have him in custody.
We released him this morning. His alibi checks out.
You let him go? I don't understand.
He couldn't have done it. Everything checks out. There's no possibility.
Well, then who?
I thought it would help if we could go over it again.
Oh, no, I can't.
Well, I think it would be wise if you would try.
I can't.
Well, sooner or later in court,
I won't. I've had enough of this.
You're going to have to tell someone.
No.
All right. Then let me tell you. You were nervous and upset, and you didn't want your daughter to get married. Isn't that true?
How dare you talk to me like that?
So you decided to do something drastic.
I wanted Peggy to get married. I wanted her to be happy. I did nothing to stop her. Absolutely nothing.
I don't believe that.
Well, I don't give a damn whether you believe it or not.
Well, you did fight off this man.
Of course I did.
Did you hit him, kick him, scratch him?
I guess so. What difference does it make?
Oh, a great deal. There were no marks on George Thomas.
Well, I told you I wasn't positive he was the man.
Well, you seemed quite positive the other day, but Thomas or not, your hair, the rapist, did he cut it before or after you were attacked?
I was knocked unconscious. When I came to, I was lying naked on the bed, and he'd cut my hair.
Did you rehearse those lines? Because that's exactly the way you said them the other day. Exactly.
And just what do you mean?
I mean, you lied. You've been lying all along. There was no rapist, and there was no rape.
You are insane. Now, you get out of this house, lady. Right now, get out of this house.
You know, quite often we cops make mistakes. Not too often, but once in a while, and they're real Lulus. We get a call to come to the fancy part of town. We find ourselves taking it easy with people. People like you, a Granger. Sometimes we ignore the right questions, like, why didn't he take that money, that $60 that was there? Most rapists don't pass up a few dollars if they're just sitting around. Like, why did the rapist take the time to cut your hair? Now, butchering hair, that's a female thing. That's something a woman would do. Like, why didn't we, the police, take you right down to headquarters to see if there were any skin fragments, any blood under your nails? Oh, you had me buffaloed. But that was the other day, and this is today. And now I want the truth, Mrs. Granger. The truth.
My daughter. You were right. I didn't want her to marry that boy. But I'd resigned myself to it, I thought. We were supposed to have a party that night with his parents. Drinks and that sort of thing, and... Well, I didn't have time to go to the hairdressers, you know? So I got very nervous. And I fixed myself a martini. And then I fixed myself another martini. I don't even drink in the middle of the day. And then I started fooling around with my hair, cutting it a little bit, you know. There's this big mirror in the bathroom, and I looked so tired. And I kept cutting my hair and cutting my hair. I don't know why. My hands were shaking, and I didn't know what I was doing. And suddenly I started running all over the house, just throwing things and breaking things, like I was out of my mind. And then I stopped. Just stopped. And looked at myself in the mirror here. I started to cry. And I dug my nails into my chest till it started to bleed. I tore my robe off. Then I thought, how can I face them? What can I tell them? What can I say? They'll put me away.
So that's when you decided to accuse George Thomas, is that right?
I didn't think they'd find him. He wasn't even a person to me. I didn't even remember his